Hello beautiful human, welcome to this magical episode on spells and sorcery. Whenever I use the word magic, people sometimes look at me like I'm about to pull out a pack of cards. But when I talk about magic, actually magic comes from the root of the word mag, M-A-G-H, meaning to be able. And so this is really our capacity. When we're in our magicality, we're in our full capability and our full power, our full feminine authenticity and our full masculine aligned actioning power, our sun. So I wanted to share with you today some of my magical practices of spells and sorcery and witchcraft that have just been instrumental in the way that I manifest and creating a magical field of love and light all around me. And of course, whatever I share with you, feel free to just shape it however feels natural for you. It's really just like the essence of the ritual that's at the heart. And then, just everybody, for me, this is so important. Everybody does it in the way that feels totally natural and from their heart space. Because really it's like the physical law really and the essence of the ritual that's at the heart. And then, everybody, like with everything, is going to express it in their own individual and unique way. So let me share with you my first practice. So I take my singing bowl and I just write exhaustively loads of adjectives. You can do it anyway, actually. You can do a random word generator. I like to pick my words because then I'm really infusing my conscious field of awareness into this activity. And I make a tarot soup, an oracle soup bowl of words. And then if ever I have a question, I just dip in, and I like to work with the number combinations, like in odd numbers seems to be the most powerful. So in ones or threes or fives or nines or sevens. I don't know why I missed out 7, but you can work literally, like maybe you pick a lucky number, maybe 3 is your lucky number, so you pick 3 words. But before you do, ask a question. So ask your oracle super question. And, even in the morning, sometimes I keep this by my bed and I just pick one word, like what is my energy field at the moment, today, right now? And the word is courageously. So you can choose your question, you can choose how many oracle words you want to pick out, and it's just like an intuitive reading, it just connects you instantaneously with your intuition, or it might just give you a really quick answer to a point of inquiry. Another part of my practice is like really working with scent. So at the moment, what's really coming into my space is white sage. It's the most sensual, soft smell. But I also work really powerfully with dragon's blood incense. It's the same brand, it's Satya brand. What else do I love to burn? Eucalyptus is amazing for clearing the space. If you buy eucalyptus and you dry it and burn it, it's gorgeous, energetic clearing. Thyme is for courage. And then just anything that you are particularly drawn to, just smell it and see how it's resonating with you, or see if something comes into your space of awareness, because somebody was burning this the other day and I was like a magnet to it, so it came at just the right moment. So open into the field of smell. And then you can use this when you're planting your intentions, when you're writing scripts for things that you want to come into your manifest reality. The first thing I do when I wake up is to leave an incense offering for the gods and the goddess. So this is just like a morning ritual, like I'll go outside and I've got a very specific jar and I place it there. And this really actually allows the energy to build, and it sends the smell out into the universe, and it's just like a gorgeous way to start the day. And it really activates your senses as well. The other thing that's a really important part of my practice is crafting and creation with intentionality. So we can basically infuse anything that we desire and all of our intentionality into objects that we make, and they become talismanic. They hold the energy of your intention. So for example, this necklace that I made, it was all to do with creational energy. So each bead was to do with fire. I was implanting the energy of masculine fire in balance into this necklace. And then I had one turquoise bead that was representing actually the bead of the mother, the water, and my essence, connecting with my essence. So you can make things, objects, jewelry, anything that just, you have in your space, or you place in an altar, or you wear on your body. and it will carry the intention that you plant and place with it. So energetically, you're embedding your energy and your intention into that object at that moment in time. And every time then you collect it or you want to draw on that energy, I can put on, say, my creational charging inspiration necklace. And this works with anything. Like, the beautiful thing about spiritualized matter is that it will take on your energy, it will take on your spirit, it will take on your intentionality. And you can literally apply this anyhow, anywhere, any object that you make. It could be a drawing, it could be a poem, anything. Everything can be a ritual if you make it that way. Everything can be ceremony if you treat it in that regard. And, you know, with this devotion and through your heart space. So, like, for me, even painting my nails is really ceremonial, and it can really get me in the flow of a particular energy. So here I have is siren blue, and literally, oh my gosh, it makes my heart come alive. And then if I want to balance my masculine and feminine, if I want to balance my God nature with my humanity and my emotionality, I have the gold for my God nature and silver for my humanity and my emotionalness. So, you know, really thinking about how we bring balance as well when we create our rituals is super powerful. This is my go-to favourite scent. It's Jerusalem oil. It's extraordinary. It smells like rose and myrrh and cinnamon. And I use this like on specific points of my body, on my wrists, on my third eye, on my throat chakra when I want to open my throat, and I rub it into my heart space when my heart's feeling a bit funky. So you can use any oil that speaks to you and resonates with you, but just I'm sharing this with you because it's extraordinary, and every time I share it with people, they're like, what is that? So Jerusalem oil is magic. You can also have super great fun by making yourself a magic dice. And you can put anything on the edges, you can make your dice any shape. You might want like a dodecahedron if you want to get really fancy and have multiple facets. But, you know, if you want to keep it super simple, just make yourself a magic dice, put something on it that's meaningful and that will give you answers. I have magical Chinese symbols on mine, but you can add anything you like. It could be specific numbers that you connect with or particular words. It can be anything that you like that you feel will give you some sort of a reading when you throw it, and allow your energy to do what it does and give you the thing that you need to know in that moment. Directioning the energy. Here is my magic staff. I show you like this. This is my Elohim Angels of Creation stick. It is the most incredible thing to direction energy. If you feel called to make yourself a wizard or a witch's staff, it really is a powerful tool. You know, you can direction the energy, infusing your energy into the objects you make. And, you know, this is really a reclamation of your power, because it's saying, you know that I control the flow of my energy and I direct it in specific ways. So, you know, in many ways, it's not even so much about the object, but your intention behind the making of the object and your intention behind the way that you direction energy. But when you make it magically through your essence, then it holds like incredible power. I work almost daily with my Oracle Tao for the Now. It's like a channeling of ancient Chinese wisdom from what they called the Book of Changes. And this is all to do with harmonizing with nature, the cosmological principles as we see exhibited in the phenomena of nature. So if ever I want to get a bit tarot-y, which is pretty much daily, then I work with this divination method. And you can go to my video on divination and an introduction to Taoist alchemy in my YouTube channel. This is my intentionality jar. So whenever I'm starting to plant intentions for something, or I want to amplify the energy around an intention, then I start to put all my specificities in this jar. And you can do the same thing for gratitude. You can do the same thing for wishes. You name your jars, and you just have that as a point of energy focus. And you can place it on an altar or somewhere specific in your house, or even outside if you want to leave it open to the elements. And you can place in future gratitudes that, you know, for things that have not even come yet, but that you know are coming. Intentions for your projects, specificities about what you wish to manifest, anything. And then you charge it with your light. If you want to amplify the power of this, decorate your jar like a millionfold with all of your essence and authenticity. And then light a candle, engrave the candle with something that's powerful, either your a project name, or anything that you're building, or a word that feels particularly powerful. Say you want to call in community, or you want to call in love, and you can engrave that on your candle. Sit with your jar of intentionality and watch that candle burn, or write whilst you're watching that candle burn, and that will amplify everything. The last thing I'll share with you is my magic super tool, Blue Lotus. This is so inherently connected to the goddess, to goddess Isis, and specifically Egyptian mysteries. And so this is a powerful plant medicine when you're open for it, to go into lucid dream states, and even to work with it in the day and drop into this really deep space of knowing and into the mystery. So you can commune with this plant, you can ask her questions, and you can create ceremony around the Blue Lotus. You can make tea and really set any questions, infuse any question inside the Blue Lotus tea that you have, and start to then notice what comes into your conscious awareness as you work with this powerful plant medicine. So magical, human. Let me know how you get on with any of these spells and sorcery methods, and I'd love to hear how they work for you in the comments below. Until the next episode of School of Tao, sending you so much love and blessings for a magical life.